What's going on, everybody? It's almost like these two guys with me today were new here. They needed to be reminded to make sure that they click the accept button because I both watched them go like this when they started the video. So good to have you guys, everybody. Welcome, Mike Zuber, to the channel. Mike, how's it going, my friend?
Every day Saturday.
Gee, I wonder what Dion's gonna say. Hey, Dion, how's it going? Welcome, Mike Dion, to the show. How's it going, Dion?
Howdy, I'm doing great. I'm ready for round one. Every day is Saturday, hungover from Friday night.
Yeah, makes sense. That sounds fair too. Good, good. So the thing that I wanted to cover with you guys, I know we got an awesome session planned for everybody today. And this is a learning session. This is going to be for everybody out there that ever wants to contemplate Section 8 housing voucher programs. Once a year, the HUD, or HUD, Housing and Urban Development, the government, comes out with a number called FMR, Fair Market Value. What's really cool is most of the housing authorities do not tell you that, and they do not share that number with you. But because Lumberjack is always working, I actually have that ready for you guys. So I'm going to share with you exactly where you can find the FMR.
I like it.
This is the FMR, 2023 Final Fair Market Rents Documentation System. They're the government. They create systems. So what's cool is you can pick your state. So let's do this. We can do this we'll do this for Mike. We'll do California. Boom. And then we can pick county, Fresno County. Boom. And then we can go next screen. Boom. And this is what 2022 was. And this is what 2023 is.
Whoa. Wow.
You didn't know Santa Claus had a brown beard, did you?
I did not know that.
So how cool is that, right?
That is amazing. So that's a 10% bump, roughly.
It's
more than 10%.
Yeah, it's more than 10, actually. Yeah. Here's what's also really cool.
That's
because I work more than both of you.
That's not hard. Your kids work harder than us.
It's true. It's true. But because I work more than both of you, I actually did a bunch of the reading. What's very interesting is housing authorities are also cleared to, in many cases, go 10% above these numbers.
Yeah, for exception basis or whatever they call it.
So that number's raised to 40%, Michael.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you're talking about there. So at least in my market, I only can talk to the market I'm in. There are reasons to go above this. For example, area of town. Like there's a couple of pockets in town where you can get an exception for higher rate. Also quality, right? There was a time where I just did basic turns. Now I actually do full remodels, and I get rid of the carpet everywhere, linoleum flow, quartz countertops, undermount sinks, right? We just do it once and we're good to go. So we can get increased rents because of that, like exception based. And you're right. For the last 2 years, maybe it's even been 3 years, the most we could get is 10%. So what you just told me is I can do exceptions up to 40% now.
The housing authority can do exceptions up to 40%. You have to hit a bunch of criteria.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But it's there. Yeah. And the 10%, it's not only did it go from 2022 to 2023 and it go up 10%, but they can go 10% above this number as well.
Yeah.
So it's almost a 20% jump in those rents.
Yeah. And if you were to look at my portfolio, it is mainly, I mean, again, it's kind of a mix, but mainly if you look at my apartments, they're mainly one bedrooms that we've acquired.
Yes. And so here it is. You went from 904 to 997.
And again,
with another 10%.
We've been doing this a long time. When I started, you guys have a guess what these rents were when I started?
$650.
$395. My first Section 8 rental rents on one bedrooms were $395 I think it was $397 actually.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah, sub 400.
Wow.
And I've had tenants in the building since then, right? So
what was really interesting for me, Mike, in looking at this one, because I hadn't looked at yours yet, but my 4s went to 2,400 and my 5s went to 2,700.
Jeez.
27.
There's
Go ahead, Dion.
There's a big jump between 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom to 5-bedroom.
Yes.
A lot larger than the scale between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3.
There are,
Yeah.
because there's a lot more inventory in these numbers. But I thought this, I mean, I just, in the interest of full disclosure, I had heard about this and I was able to find it. And I was like, holy cow. So if everybody just goes,
I'm texting my property manager right now.
yeah, HUDuser.gov, and then it's the portal. You can just click right on it. So what's really cool is, so that's Mike's market. Let's just roll back and we'll do good old buddy Dion.
So you realize you just handed me like $10,000, right? You realize that?
Yes, I do. This is why I do this, Michael. I'm here for you.
You're really, I really like you. I like people that hand
brown bearded Santa Claus. Brown bearded Santa Claus. Dion, so Washington, which county again?
Thurston. I'm in 2, but that's the one I do Section 8 in.
Okay. There's your new numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, so the 3-bedroom says 2069 for next year.
Yeah.
I'm getting
You're at
2200
24,
now.
22, yeah.
I'm getting 2200 now, but I had to use the binder strategy.
Right.
I sent them, look, I understand you guys said, and this is off last year's numbers for 2022. They told me 18 was it. We can't go above that. And I said, well, here's all my comps at 23, 24. All they want is 22. And they sent back, okay.
So guys, what I was reading here as I read through the report and literally felt part of my brain numb that I don't know will ever wake up.
Oh no.
One of the very interesting things is, and you have to read between the lines, but what does this say? HUD uses 2016 to 2020 for a 5-year American Community Survey. How they come up with this number is based on 5 years of aggregated data that's 3 years old.
Jeez.
So
Imagine
really watch
what
the
that
next 2 years.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. That's going to get, and it'll be skewed for 7 years, right? The next
Correct.
2 plus 5, it's going to have this big freaking, it's going to be like a, I don't know what you would call it. Something going through a snake.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So when I was reading that, that's exactly what I picked up on, which was, wow. So we haven't even started to account for these numbers in the 5-year span.
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
We haven't even
because
started
2021 was the big jump. Yeah.
Correct. 2021 was when they really started jumping. So now this is going to start to accelerate. It's going to go faster and faster and faster. We're going to get 21s, 22s, 23s.
Yeah.
Like Section 8 could actually has a chance at getting to market or more.
Yeah, what you're showing there is in a lot of markets, Section 8 is either the floor or the ceiling, right? So yeah, most markets it's the floor. So you're going to see that push up. And again, I believe this is true. I think this is a year old. I think Biden added money to the Section 8 program, housing. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, so it's
called something else.
The emergency voucher program.
Yeah,
he did, which was, and the emergency voucher program was interesting, but also in this wonderful report written by the giveaway administration, they have created 200,000 more vouchers for fiscal year 23.
This is what pisses me off. This actually annoys me.
Yes.
There are, at least in my market, I can't speak to all markets. There are people with vouchers. And when you have a voucher, you have 1 year to use it. There are people with vouchers today that can't use them because there's no supply.
Correct.
In my market, because of California's eviction moratorium, there are a lot of landlords that used to accept Section 8 that have decided to sell their properties instead of deal with this craziness. So they're losing inventory, and they're losing inventory of the affordable rentals.
That's right.
Right. There's still Airbnbs and there's still all these luxury stuff, but the affordable rental is very quickly becoming a unicorn.
Yes.
And more vouchers feels good in a press release, but it helps no one. We need more supply.
So agreed. But the only time that the voucher, that level of expansion helps is when the number also drastically goes up with it as far as what they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the gap. So it no longer then has to be affordable housing anymore, because now they're paying what market's paying. So now there's going to be that much more competition for the units that are out there. And so I wanted to show you guys a couple other things. Was The American Rescue Plan for 2022 provided another 100,000 vouchers.
Mm.
The president's 2023 plan is 200,000 more vouchers.
Wow.
That's a lot of vouchers.
Again, it's this is the whole classic government is playing with demand, not supply.
Correct.
This is the same thing with affordable housing. This is the same thing with Bank of America zero down. This is the same thing with tax credits. We're all fixing demand. We're not fixing supply.
That's right.
That makes me mad if you can't tell.
I completely understand. Because, I mean, again, it's going to change the landscape, right? But it does make it where, you know, again, the conversation I've had with the two authorities that I work with, two Section 8 authorities or housing voucher programs I work with is, guys, I can't make up for it. I can't make up for you want me to take 20% less for a unit. We're not that close, you know? And so I think that this really does change it. Dan, what's your thought, my friend?
It's exactly that. I mean, and when you do the binder strategy, if the person says, I want my rent to stay where it is or go down, obviously you're not going to renew the lease.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if Section 8 says the same thing, you know, the person with the ability to walk away has the power.
100%.
We can walk away. The demand is there to not use them.
That's right.
And the second flaw in the whole system is the lack of education.
Yes.
A lot of people think of Section 8 because Section 8 isn't trying to advertise or market to anybody in any way other than low-income housing. And those are two completely separate things. With low-income housing, you get a very different tenant base because your property attracts the tenant,
Right.
not the way that they pay for it. There are people like Joe SMO who do Section 8 in Washington, D.C., 5-bedroom houses, getting over $5,000 a rental. That's not low-income housing. That's fixed income housing.
It's
That's
fixed
right.
income, right? I would say that I would say more than half, certainly 40%. Let's be fair. 40% of my Section 8 rentals are people on Social Security or a pension or something of that nature.
Yeah.
They're just fixed income.
Yep. I mean, I was shocked to see the number go up as much as it did.
Oh yeah.
I was.
What
then
is your show your numbers?
Yeah, sure.
I want to see
My
yours.
numbers are, let's first go to, here we go, share screen. Don't worry, this isn't my first week using Zoom, even though it looks like it.
If you weren't ready, it's okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It's all fine. We're smart enough to pivot here at Lumberjack Landlord. Let's see here. Yeah, so we looked at, so I then took these numbers and I called housing, but these are my number jumps.
Oh wow, even a little bit more
Yep.
percentage wise.
Yes.
Now again, you have bigger stuff, so most of your stuff are 3 and 4s.
Most of it's 3s and 4s. Most of it is, or the I have a lot of 4s and 5s.
Okay, because yeah, I have a half a dozen 4s and 5s. I have mainly 1s and 2s.
Yep, I've got a decent amount of 2s, but even the 2s for me, Mike, look at this number.
Yeah.
$13.99 to $15.63, and Mike, they're going 10% over this.
Yeah,
It's
what is
$1,700
market. Yeah.
$1,700 for a 2.
Okay.
I just started this year getting 17 and 18.
So they're getting really close. Yeah.
It made with this plus 10% on 2s and 3s, like the number gets nuts.
Yeah,
the number gets nuts. So as I'm looking at this, but then next year, so they can go 10% over this. So it's like 2250 for a 3.
Yeah.
That's about market. Maybe it's right around market.
Well, you know, having been in part of the Section 8 program or affordable housing for 20 plus years, it's good to see, because there were many years the answer unfortunately had to be no, because you were so, like you were saying, you were just so far off market, right?
Yeah.
I can't, if market's 900 and Section 8 it's 650, there's just no here to there. But to see that they're getting closer and closer is really awesome. As somebody who cares about the program, who has every house available for Section 8, I like to see it. It's nice.
I think one of the other things that's also really interesting though is that so Zillow got in trouble because of a broken algorithm and formula. Open Door, same thing. OfferPad, same thing. So I look at this and I go, it's your broken formula. You're basing it on 3-year-old data for a 5-year backward trending.
Yeah, it'll only become obvious, when we get 21, 22, 23 data in there.
Holy cow, when we get that data though. That's so I guess, I mean, yeah. So I found this, I've been talking a lot to Section 8 over the last week.
I'm sorry. I just have to ask, can we look up Austin, Texas?
Yeah, go for it. Sure. We can.
I hear Texas is going crazy.
So it sounds like
Austin County. Yeah.
The idea is to find people who have a housing voucher, but can't find a place because there's no inventory, because owners don't want to take a 20% haircut, and tell them, don't worry, just live in your car for 2 years. And then the data will finally get to the point where they'll pay an actual rent that you can get a unit from.
Yeah. Well, look at these rents. These are nothing. These are nothing. It's like 4 or 5%.
Yeah.
Very different than the markets we're in. That's very interesting. Yep. Everybody talks about Texas is like the place to be. First off, you have all these crazy property taxes, which get reset every year. Enjoy that.
Same.
Now you have Section 8 not going up. Basically, this is nothing. How about Miami? Let's go nuts. Let's do one more. I'm just curious. All these hot markets. What's going on?
Miami. I'm a 9th grade dropout, so Miami's in Florida.
Correct.
Oh crap! Here we go. Florida.
It starts with an F.
Yeah, where'd I go? Oh, there we go. Sorry. Oh, what?
What does it start with?
Oh, what?
Is Miami and Dade County?
Yeah, Miami-Dade.
Yeah.
Pitbulls.
There we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Pitbull's home ground.
Here you go. Worldwide, right, Mike?
Yeah, you go, Mr. Worldwide.
Look at this
concert twice. Oh, it's decent.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting a 4-bedroom in Miami. Like that neighborhood's a demilitarized zone. Like for $3,000. Like you're not gonna find it. I mean, most of that's gonna be a tough find. But this, like, I'm sure there's tons of that stuff. Like $1,550 for a 1-bed.
That's not bad. Yeah. I don't know these markets. I hear everybody talking about them. So I guess I was shocked that Texas Section 8 didn't go up much. So that was interesting.
It is. Okay. It's amazing.
All right.
Well, hopefully I brought value to the group today.
You always bring value. I appreciate you. I've got to roll to my 10 o'clock. So
yes.
Thank you very much. Three Amigos is always fun. You guys are amazing. Thank you for that live stream yesterday. Shout out Quiet Quitter, which is one of us. He was actually quietly quitting.
Well, we'll let Mike go to his noon, but Mike, tell everybody where they can find you first, my friend.
One rental at a time, and I will be doing my live stream 8 a.m. Saturday for 60 minutes. Get on early if you want to ask some questions.
That's right. Or super chat. Even
and then you jump to the front of the line.
Exactly. Dion, where can everybody find you, sir?
Right here on YouTube, pretending I have things to do, like every other day. My live streams are Tuesday afternoons, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's Dion Talk Financial Freedom.
Yeah, I'm like, Dion, can you do this? Yeah, of course I can. Already show off. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I'll walk down and watch a movie in an hour.
Yeah.
That's my day.
Yeah, Dion's like Dolby surround sound, always available. You know? I'm the Lumberjack Landlord. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us, checking out this awesome video. Go to the site, do your own research. The data's all there. I can't believe I found the site. Super pumped, super thrilled. It was actually worth the 15 hours I spent on the phone with Section 8 this week. So Lumberjack Landlord, subscribe, hit that like button, and check us out on our live streams this week. Mine's 11:30 a.m. Eastern time this Sunday. Thanks so much, guys. Mike, Good luck. We'll talk soon.